I'm going to talk about the connector and how it impacts and pertains to brokers out in the field. And first, I'll start off with kind of a mild statement. The connector is in chaos. By that, I mean there's some recent and long-standing developments that are not widely known or reported by the media. First, the connector's Business Express products, the small business products that are available through the connector. There's currently 3 insurance carriers that are available through the connector: Celtic Care, Neighborhood, and Health New England. And the rest of the carriers, Tufts, Harvard, and everybody else, Blue Cross, of course, have either withdrawn their products or they've never offered them through Business Express in the first place. The second thing is the remaining 3 carriers that are in Business Express right now have to be concerned about the possibility of adverse selection because they're the only remaining carriers in Business Express. And the third thing about the BE products is the connector has sent correspondences to all the carriers that aren't participating in Business Express now, telling them that they must get into Business Express or else face legal actions, whatever those legal actions might be. Who knows? And I think the real broker problem started this spring when the connector decided to send out 170,000 letters to all small groups in the state, and they sent it without the knowledge of any broker ahead of time or even any carrier ahead of time. And this was accomplished using all the records through the Mass Department of Revenue, and it was also done with taxpayer dollars, so we paid for that as well. Now, since about 90% of all the groups in Massachusetts are written by brokers, this is was a slight miscalculation on their part. It ended up, the result was that we found that few brokers are willing to trust and then place business through the connector. The third development is with regard to chambers and associations in Massachusetts. The connectors also alienated a lot of chambers and associations because in that letter of solicitation, they wrote that people would not have to pay dues to these associations and chambers in order to procure health care. So since these organizations rely on member dues, to say that they were upset about this letter would be an understatement. So the connectors ended up annoying them as well. And then the fourth thing is the connector's questionable business dealings. Small Business Service Bureau currently serves as a sub-connector and is also a private enterprise intermediary similar to MBA. And SBSB has ended up alienating most of the insurance carriers when they formed an alliance to move their block of 17,000 subscribers into the connector. This is actually going to take place in 2 stages. The first happened this last spring, April 1st, and they moved approximately 1,000 groups into the connector. And the second phase is when they're going to move the remaining groups into the connector, which is going to be next April 1st, 2011. This, however, becomes pretty problematic as the connector doesn't have a lot of the products that they'd be moving these plans into because a lot of the carriers aren't participating. So speculation is that the connector is going to attempt some sort of legislative maneuver through Senate President Murray's bill to kind of tilt the field in their favor in order to get some things done. So I won't, so we believe the broker community will be well served to approach our legislators and begin a campaign to keep the connector reined in and head off any legislation that might enhance the objective to become the sole source government-run intermediary for businesses 1 to 50 in Massachusetts.